Hello, divine creators. Welcome to the Meta Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a collective reading, and this is a message from Source, a message from Spirit. Let us see what Source would like to share with you at this time, what Spirit has in store for you at this time, beautiful beings. Okay. We have Bag of Marbles. And we have House. Okay. Let us read a Bag of Marbles. Source is saying you might be feeling that things are a little bit wild at this time, that you really haven't got control of things. As if you have this bag of marbles and it fell on the floor and the marbles are rolling everywhere in different corners, and Source is saying you're trying to reach for these marbles, trying to find them, trying to replace them, but no matter what you do, they just seem to be rolling away. Not really, you're not able to grasp them, not able to gather everything together. And Source is saying let them go. There are some things that need to be released in order for you to come to this foundation, that house energy, your stability. There is much that is changing in your life right now. There is much that is transforming. There is much that's taking a new shape. And yes, these marbles, these different little energies, these beautiful gifts, these beautiful memories, these beautiful decisions, these tasks, these opportunities, these relationships, yes, you nurtured them, and yes, you looked after them, and yes, they mean well to you, and they really they mean a lot to you. Some of the blue ones, some of them are thoughts, ways of being, your mindset. Some of these are green, things you love, your heart chakra, things you take care of. Some yellow, things you take action upon. So different things, white frequencies in the light, in the physical, some dark in the shadow, some violet in the crown, your third eye, things in the future, things that you wanted, some oranges, your sacral, what you receive. So these are beautiful little things, ways of being, characters, relationships, situations which you have gathered in your life since you were born. You were gathering all these beautiful experiences, people, ways of being, habits, thought processes, and you're finding these days that they are no longer there. They are scattered. The bag has fallen, has burst open, and these marbles, these gifts, these relationships, these opportunities, these experiences are just rolling away. This vision, this dream you had of what you would be, the understanding of what you thought you would be, the dream relationship you thought you'd have, the dream career you thought you'd have, all of these things. And Source is saying it is not because you are not allowed to have them. You are simply starting anew. You are reborn, and these beautiful little experiences which you gathered no longer serve you. They gathered you well when you were creating in the unawakened absence of Source. That is how you discovered them. The frequency that attracted each and every single one of these marbles was the frequency of the unawakened, the frequency of the absence of Source. A lot of these were created out of fear, insecurity, out of conditioning, likened energy. Even though you love these people, you love the relationships, you love those experiences, you love that situation, that hobby, that habit, that mindset, that experience. Yes, you loved it. However, it was attracted with where you were and you nourished it and you cared for it, but it no longer aligns with your frequency. So it's time for you to let these marbles roll away. It's time for you to release each and every single one of them and understand in your bag, you'll be left with the marbles which were born of awakened frequencies. Sometimes your bag will be completely empty because Source is saying, guess what? It's time for a new adventure. It's time for you to discover new marbles, new gems, new experiences, which you will now gather and refill this red bag, your foundation, your foundation. We are in the powerful frequency of Taurus energy. And this is about second house energies, your resources, your foundation, your relationships, the basis of your relationships, and the foundation here, the grounding of it. And it's time that the relationships, your foundation, your resources, everything that makes you you is now received, is experienced, is co-created in the new you. Let them go. Stop trying to gather everything that's rolling away from you. That's what's causing the anxiety. You're reaching and reaching, trying to keep everything, and as you keep filling your bag, you're not noticing the hole, so the marbles keep falling out, and you're thinking, why isn't anything staying? Why isn't anything coming? And Source is saying, those no longer serve you. The bag no longer holds marbles. There isn't a hole in the bag. When you look at the bag looks good, the bag looks fixed. Yes, the bag is just simply no longer receptive of marbles. You are now going to gather gems, gather jewels, gather unknown things, objects you haven't even yet discovered. It's time for the new. It's time for you to let go of that which no longer serves you. It's not stable. They're rolling away because you're no longer a vibrational match. Think of a magnet. You're no longer a component that attracts it. You're repelling them, and they no longer feel harmony to you. So yes, these relationships are winding down. They are maybe not spending time with you. Maybe they're avoiding you. Maybe you also are feeling it's time for us to release. These situations no longer appeal to you. No matter what you do, you're trying to achieve this one thing, but it just keeps evading you. It just keeps not wanting to work out. And it's also saying it no longer resonates with you. Release and just allow your bag to be an emptiness, a clarity. And before you know it, you are going to feel it refilled, restocked, restored. It's time for new things to occupy your physical experiencing. It's time for you to be grounded in new energies. The house, 1 in 7 makes 8, as within without infinity frequency. Yes, your stability, your grounding, that which is the basis of you is really being reestablished. And with the house energy, we're feeling it is that frequency of what you consider important to you at the core basis, the core value of you, what you feel a family is, what you feel a home is. That's going through huge renovation. Okay, again, that red, that root chakra, a lot of root chakra healing and integration at this time. That Taurus earth energy really awakening your foundation and shaking it up, saying, wait, look at what you no longer believe in. Look at what you no longer align with. Look at what you no longer resonate with. It's time that you release all these things. Stop holding on to them out of sentiment, out of guilt, out of obligation. It doesn't assist you. It's time for you to let go. Don't fear the unknown. Don't fear what's coming in you. Don't fear the new expression, the new experiencing of you. Because some of you have released a lot of your biological blood family because their just energies are toxic, or they're not aligning, or you no longer resonate, or you just are guided by source to release the frequencies of family having to be the family you're born from, and now aligning with more soul family, chosen family. Others of you, it's just the way you feel a family should be in your relationship with your partner, with your children, what it means. You're no longer having these hierarchical roles of father, mother, and the kids coming after, where you're not really paying attention to the kids, or the kids have no voice, the kids have no say, where the woman, or what humans consider the feminine frequency, stays at home, and the masculine frequency is the one that leads and is the breadwinner. All of those energies, it no longer resonates. It's old programming. And you are now remodeling your own understanding of what it is to have a family, what it is to be a family. In your career, in your stability, what it is that you wish to create. No longer stuck with the old programming of these certain jobs are successful and those certain jobs are a waste of time. Those other jobs, it's so difficult to get ahead there. It's tricky. It's a tough business. You're no longer being conditioned by fear programming and by insecurity and worthlessness and not good enoughness. You are understanding actually what resonates, what I'm aligned to is what is meant to be. And should I simply allow myself to be at the center frequency of source, I will accomplish everything. It's a huge reestablishing and regeneration, rehabilitation, renovation of your foundation, of your core beliefs, of your core understanding of life, of creation, of your values, of your morals, now no longer being from the external, being from parents, being from culture, being from tradition, being from religion, but now being from source within you, your own personal moral compass. And you are now co-creating with your partner that way, both of you coming to frequencies which resonate with both of you as to how you want to have a household, how you want to raise a family, how your children get to co-create with you. They're no longer these energies you just discard, which have no place to voice their opinion, but now they also have a space, a place. They can be their truth, they can express who they are. Fundamental core values being reviewed and re-established at this time. And allow this process, because it is source now shining through into your physical experience at your very core foundation, saying, hey, look at your foundation, look at what's still being established in the illusion, out of fear, out of programming, out of obligation, out of guilt. It's time for you to let this go. This is what's holding you back. This is what's denying you from being your authentic truth. Thus, you are not really anchoring into the Aquarian realm and receiving the abundance you know you deserve. And it's time that you now release out of fear who you're going to lose, what's going to change, and start understanding that you are changed. You have changed. And it's time for you to allow that change to now influence the environment, your expression, your manifestation, your physical realm around you too. It doesn't help to become a butterfly and yet still crawl on the tree. You were a caterpillar trying to eat leaves. That does nothing. It's time for you to embrace the butterfly you are and embrace, okay, my world has changed. I'm no longer on a tree. I'm now in the air. I'm no longer eating leaves. I'm now interested in pollen and flowers. And for you to allow yourself to align to this new energy, this new frequency, you are being inspired to embrace. To embrace, yes. Okay. Fascinating. Let's pull some tarot. The Two of Cups, yes, Source is saying it's time for you to really commit to you and to commit to the truth of you. This is the divine masculine frequency, the light, the physical realm honoring Source. The divine feminine, the shadow, the spirit realm honoring Source. The receptive energy, the active energy honoring Source. Co-creating within Source. So the light, the masculine, the physical, the action, your expression, your being, how you carry yourself, your thoughts, your words, your thinking, your emotions are now aligned within Source, not aligned within programming, not aligned within reaction, not aligned within obligation and guilt, but now you are allowing yourself to experience life as you truly feel it within, and you're allowing yourself to receive that which is truly yours. And these energies, the lights and the shadow, the feminine and the masculine, are honoring Source. That is, they are being in the frequency of Source. They are allowing themselves the limitlessness, the abundance, the free, the evolution, the change, the power of Source, which is undefinable, not explainable, in alignment within love, within your highest frequency, within your truth, within you, within you, awakened energies of creation, bringing through a powerful healing, bringing through a sovereign understanding where you're co-creating as Source, not co-creating as, a husband and wife, or mother and father, mother and children, boss, employer, this and that. No, not these power roles of egoic creation, but you are Source, I am Source, we are Source, creating. Yes, we have these human-made roles, but release the roles. Now I'm allowed to be this infinite creator, you're allowed to be this infinite creator, and we create from that space, we create from love. So whatever I bring through, whatever you bring through is love. It doesn't clash, it's not greedy, it's not selfish, it doesn't patronize, it doesn't diminish, it doesn't need you to be lesser than for me to be. We are all in our harmony, all in truth, all in clarity, all in Source. beautiful soul creations, in relationships, in experiences, in opportunities, in all that you do. And these are the new objects you are now carrying. These marbles were created in the separation, in the obligation, in the conditioning, in the programming. And so saying, let them go. You're now receiving new objects which are aligned in the co-creation of source. Objects that honor you because you have honor, because you're honoring your frequency. Situations, relationships, experiences that honor you. Your foundation is now based within the honoring of you. And here we are, the Queen of Swords, complete transparency, complete honesty, complete openness. This is truth in its clarity. This is the Queen of Swords, this energy. They do not sugarcoat things. They do not walk in eggshells. They're not mean. They're not harsh. They're not abrasive. It's simply that they're just in their truth. They're in their clarity at all times. And they have been through a lot. They understand how it feels to create in the illusion, in the absence. They have had hard experiences of suffering, of pain, of sadness, of disappointment, of heartache, they've really had negative experiences. And because they were creating as people-pleasing, creating in the absence, they were honoring these marbles born of the absence of truth, and they know they don't want to live that life anymore. They don't want to live that frequency, and that's you. This is the embodiment of you. You know how it felt when you created in the illusion. Yes, some things were lovely, but something was missing. It wasn't whole, and there was always a bitterness, a bitter taste, a resentment left. And you are now wanting to create in truth and honesty and openness, and you want all experiences, all opportunities, all frequencies, everyone, everything to be in this truth, in this openness, in this clarity, in this awakened frequency of source creating. And you are not settling for anything less. And even in your foundation, in your basis, in how you are, in how you carry yourself, in your moral compass, it's based within source, not based within lies and what will benefit, people. No, you have to do this because you're my family, you have to do this because you're my friend, this false sense of loyalty, false sense of obligation, the moral compass based on what you have been programmed to believe. But now, no, you are anchored and centered within source, and that is how you are allowing yourself to be guided, to be governed, to be led through divine love, openness, authenticity. You're not allowing the illusion to guide you through your experiences. You are really allowing and trusting everything to be within the frequency of you, in your clarity, in source, in authentic creation at all times. And experiences are also being very open and honest to you. You are really seeing the truth and the frankness of things, of people. You are seeing people in their truth. You're no longer having those rose-colored glasses where you are giving people the benefit of the doubt, in the sense that you know that this person or these experiences or these situations are not serving you, and yet you are still, but they'll be fine. You're no longer deciding, you're no longer making relationships, co-creations with the potentiality of them. You are now seeing the reality of them, the truth of them, and you are acknowledging where they are and acknowledging where you are, and you're discerning where you want to be. Five of Pentacles, yes, those marbles you see rolling away, the complete re-establishment, the rebirthing of your foundation. Five of Pentacles, complete ground zero. This is because you are now to create on a foundation that is of yours, that is truth. And Source is saying, release the need to hold on to that which needs to go away. Release the need to hold on to situations and experiences that don't serve you. You are meant to be in this experience of ground zero, of starting over, of refresh, of pressing that factory reset on your physical manifestation of your life, because you are now creating within, from source, as opposed to creating from the external in the absence of source. So yes, it's time for a rehabilitation, a restructuring of your foundation, within your truth, within your relationships, within your resources, within your stability, within your understanding, your values, your beliefs. It is time for all that you be and all that you are to honor the truth of source, to honor the truth of love, to honor the authenticity of creation, not the illusion, not the programming. It's time for new energies, new codes, new light codes, new programming to come in, which aligns with your authentic creation, your authentic truth. And look, the Wheel of Fortune source is saying things are really going to shift to such abundance. Don't be focused on the lack, on the ground zero, and everything needing to reset. Everything is taking the shape of you. You see how it mirrors the Queen of Swords. You in your clarity, you in your openness, you in your honesty, you in your authentic self at the center, while everything now is taking the shape of you, and everything now is aligning. And the Wheel of Fortune has these fixed symbols, fixed signs that shows the stability, the anchoring of the energies around you, and everything coming through now to really honor you. Death and rebirth, a death of that which no longer aligns with you, and a rebirth and a rebirthing and a re-establishment, a new beginning of that which really aligns with you. The snake frequency, shedding the old skin and coming into the truth of you. Jupiter frequency of the Wheel of Fortune, things really working out so much better. You're going to be so shooketh and shocked and surprised and happy at how things turn out. Right now it feels very much in the Five of Pentacles, where you are feeling like, goodness, I have spinning my wheels, hitting the wall, nothing is really picking up. And Source is saying everything is going so beautifully. You just keep releasing, you just keep letting go, you keep non-attachment, keep releasing the outcome, keep just being open for new. The energies are coming through to bring this rebirth, this rehabilitation. It's happening right now. You are now coming to the part, to the chapter where things are to now come in, but you just need to let go of the old. You really just have to let go now and stop trying to keep things alive which are not meant to be in your energy, in your frequency at this time anymore. Keep frequencies active which are no longer aligned with you. Let them go, so that you can raise to your frequency of creation. And the Knight of Wands here with the Two of Cups, you will be guided. You see, as you are committing to Source, as you allow the light to be as fluid, the physical to be as fluid, as limitless as Source, as you allow the spirit to be as fluid and as limitless as Source, as you simply allow a complete non-attachment, you allow fluidity in creation, you allow limitlessness, you're no longer defining, you're no longer micromanaging, you're no longer planning, you're no longer keeping everything limited, restricted and defined, and you have this controlling aspect in order for you to feel ease, to be at ease. You no longer hold the physical responsible for your well-being. You no longer hold the spiritual frequency responsible for your well-being. You are centered within Source, centered within your well-being, and allowing the spirit realm, allowing the physical realm to take the shape of your well-being. You are now guided with the Knight of Wands through divine intuition. So as you are setting these new ways of being, these new beliefs, this new way that you think, as you become the rebirth of you, as you are navigating the new truths, the new ways you wish to be, it's all intuitive. You're not over analyzing, you're not overthinking it, you're simply receiving what feels right, what feels aligned, and you are moving that way. You are co-creating with your partner, with people, in a way which is intuitive. You're not overthinking it, you're not micromanaging yourself, you're not let me make sure that I am presenting myself in this way in order to. You are allowing yourself to be the truth of you. You know the truth of you. You at your core frequency, that is all you've ever needed to do, to be at your best in every single situation. And that is where you're allowing yourself to be. You're allowing yourself to be Source at all spaces, understanding that Source has dominant frequency, creative influence. So when you are source, all becomes the shape of you, all becomes the source. You become the dominant energy, the dominant frequency, and everything takes the shape of you, in ways which you might not understand, in ways which might, yes, indeed require a release in order for you to receive that which truly is yours. A powerful time, a powerful shift is occurring within your life at this time, where your foundation, your core beliefs, the way that you are, your physical experience is changing. Remember, the physical is taking the shape of source, and we tend to forget that we are in the physical. This body is physical, the mind is physical, your thoughts are physical, your emotions, your feelings are physical. Everything you're experiencing in this realm is of the physical realm. So yes, your emotions are now aligning to source, your thoughts are now aligning to source, your actions are aligning to source, your behavior is aligning to source, your personality is aligning to source. Everything is now finally taking the shape of your truth. So yes, how you're behaving is different, how you are feeling is different, how you're expressing yourself is different, what you care about is different, what's important to you is changing, what means something to you is changing. And allow yourself to go through this process. You're not being irresponsible, you're not being neglectful, you're not being selfish, you're not being stubborn, you're not being whatever it is you might be feeling and punishing yourself with self-deprecating words or anything like that. Celebrate yourself, speak truth upon self, speak positivity upon self, celebrate the change. This is a great time of celebration, because we are finally healing the frequencies of creation from the illusion, from the control, to source, to truth, to love, true freedom, to abundance, to healing energies for you and for all, and for earth and for universe and for every single frequency which is aligning to you at this time. It is a time of celebration, it's time of rejoice. And the way you can truly align with these beautiful, magical, powerful experiences is let go of that which is just not working, that is not working out, that is not aligning, that seems to be a headache to try and do, because it's simply showing you we are no longer compatible, and you're the only one holding on to us, to me, to this. And if you let go, you will surely discover that which is compatible to you, and you'll be guided to it. You'll feel your way to it, and it'll feel so good, because it'll feel like truth. It will feel like truth. It will feel like clarity. It will feel like ease. It'll feel like love. It'll feel like you. Viri kria katolos talovemia viatos katis. Taris kia vekries talovemes talovotos kiates. Ritas kilovemia zutos kizaturos kia vikriet katares. Talovemia votos talovites kivek. Votos talovapa riki alotos. Valovemia vitries. Valovemia taries. Valovemia vitries. Valovemia taries. Valovemia vitries. Valovemia taries. Valovemia taries. Valovemia taries. Valovemia taries. Blessed be